Hello guys, this is Aaron Page coming back to you with another Maplestory M video. Today will be episode 3 of my ultimate DK guide, and I'll be showing you guys how to effectively use your skills for farming, AFK farming, and then just a general understanding of the skills for the DK class. So right now I'm actually AFK farming the mini dungeon. One thing I like about the mini dungeons is I'm getting a decent amount of XP per hour. I usually average around 500 to 550k an hour, which isn't too bad. Plus I get extra pots because I rarely use any, and then I get drops so that I can extract them for gold leaves, which I really like. And then I get the occasional epic, which I'm kind of on the fence about if I just want to put it into my gear or actually sell it for just easy mesos. So this is one of the things I like to do because I do the free 3 a day, and then I get that extra ticket for the weekends, and we've been having a lot of hot time, so this is when I really do hot time. So Saturdays I just like to grind out mini dungeons for as long as I can, usually 2 to 3 hours at least, and try to get those nice drops and try to go for a max spear. That's what you guys should be going for, a max spear, you guys. Make sure you guys know the max stats. It's normal 27, rares 220, epics 650, and I don't think they're gonna drop uniques, but if they do, it's 1316. So yeah, so this is just one of the things I like to do. It's easy money. Right now I actually did a test on AFK farming Sky Terrace 2, Sky Terrace 1, where the mobs are levels I think 148 to 150, and I actually equipped some weaker gear. I used some epic, and one thing I noticed is that I wasn't actually gaining that much mesos. I was only gaining like 400 to 500k, which is pretty much the equivalent of what I'm doing here, because I am shredding pots. I don't know why. I think it was because my weapon or something with my gear, that I was just losing a bunch of HP. I wasn't able to effectively hit the mobs with 1 to 2 hits, thus making me lose health, because when I do dash, I've noticed that the auto battle is a little bit slow, so it can't dodge those hits as fast as I wanted to, like if I was manually farming. So right now you guys can see on the screen that I have that split second in between dashes, so he'll dash right there and then he'll actually sit there even though there's an enemy in front of him. So allowing Sky Terrace 2 mobs to hit me within that period that I'm just standing there, I'm going to be losing health. So you guys need to be careful. Make sure that your guys' gear is efficient enough, or at least the weapon, so that you guys can effectively farm there. So now going to that, I recommend just progressing your gear a little bit, maybe get some uniques underneath your belt, really leveling up your weapon. I recommend doing a J-Hin or maybe an Agaris for that crit rate. Those are 2 pretty good weapons for the DK class, I'd say. So manual farming or AFK farming, these are pretty much the only 2 skills you're going to need to use, the dash and the beholder. So this dash right here, it is the level 60 that you actually get, and it's charge, and then I just have the beholder. So say that I'm just watching YouTube and I have my I'm actually on my mobile device right now. I have my phone next to me, I'm doing homework, watching YouTube, anything. You just pop that beholder, you get a little bit extra money per hour because you won't need to be healing as much, plus he's actually doing damage himself if you guys read the skills. So that's just one thing I recommend. This is the only 2 skills you need, especially if you're AFK farming. But if you're manual farming, let's just say you manual this for 30 minutes, I average around 400 to 450k per 30 minutes, which is a pretty nice amount per hour. I actually have a video on it of my little route that I like to do. I'm not going to do it right now because I want to get some drop rates. I'm just trying to get extra gold leaves. I'm very close to 80k gold leaves, and I have a couple max spears in my arsenal that I'm planning on getting to unique. So yeah, or legendary. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. There's a lot of progressions I want to make with my gear. I know it's gonna take time, but as you guys can see, I've been making a lot of gains as far as merching. I have a decent cash stack. I just put in another 20 mil worth of items, and I plan on flipping those, and I'm going to be gaining a decent amount of mesos. I will be making a video on merching, how I'm making my money, just so I can help you guys out. But let's just get back to the topic of these skills. So manual farming, I found that you get the most by manual farming. you go to Sky Terrace 2 or 1. What I like to do, since my gear is sufficient enough, I like to go to Sky Terrace 1 and manually do that for an hour, and I'm easily getting over 900 to 1 mil plus an hour. You know, just as my progressions have been with my gear, I'm making a lot of mesos per hour, and I'm just, you know, sacrificing an hour of my day just to get a little bit of mesos, which I think that it's worth it, especially if you plan on playing this game for a long period of time. So now doing that, and if you guys feel like you're not ready, like I said, if you're not effectively hitting those mobs to 1 to 2 hits, you know, your meso accumulation per hour will go down a little bit. So I recommend going to the labs, or, you know, just doing mini dungeons till you guys effectively progress your gear enough that you will be ready for that, and then you will be making a maximum meso per hour. So one thing I recommend, getting decent gear and a weapon, and don't star your epic gear to 80. That is one thing I want to talk to you guys about. Don't star your gears to 80. I know I talked about starring it to maybe like 3, 4, or 5 just to make your gear stronger, but don't go up to 80 with epic gear. I think that's a waste, because you're not going to be using that in the long term. You want to get unique gear, because unique gear is going to be your longest lasting armor. So I'll probably have my uniques, I would say, for about another month before I turn some parts of them into legendaries. Like, I know my weapon's going to be my first legendary, then I believe I'm going to do my gloves, and then I have a helm in my inventory, actually in my storage keeper, that I will be making legendary. So those are just my future plans. Of course, I still need the mesos and maybe gold leaves if I plan on doing that route, but it would be a little bit more expensive. So right here, look, I just got a spear 25, so bam, I'm just going to extract that. Bam, I got a piece of gear, I'm just going to extract that for easy leaves. But yeah, those are my future plans. So when you do get to 80 stars, I recommend manually doing Star Force 80, because that is the best XP per hour, and it is actually very good mesos. Don't listen to what people say. That place is very good mesos. Get in a party, you go into channel 1, 2, and you get a party of 6, I'm easily pulling in 800, 900, even a mil sometimes if I'm really manualing it. My fever buff goes off. I've leveled that fever buff off so that I get the nice meso accumulation. That's just one of the perks to getting crystals. Just, you know, especially if you're in a party with people that are like 115, 117, 120 and up, like, they're massively killing the mobs as fast as they can, and then those mesos on the ground just look so nice. So maybe I'll make a more in-depth video about that, but I recommend you guys progressing yourselves. Realize that this game will take time, and you guys will be at the top of the charts one day, so just keep your grind up. Keep following me on these videos if you guys are getting some stuff out of it. Anything you would like to see, drop it down below. I've had some comments that have really helped me out, some video ideas. I really like that, guys. Keep up the support, and I'll keep pushing out content. So if I missed anything in this video, let me know, and I'll personally put it down in the comments or make a follow-up video. But this has been Aaron Page, and it's been fun, guys. So have fun mapling. I'm out. Peace.